Hi, I'm Hunter Stern, and welcome to the season finale of Hunting for Sports. Show, I want to take a moment to congratulate New Yorker Mark Jackson for nailing the job as the Golden State head coach. He was a St. John alumni, former New York Knick, and a great ESPN analyst. All around, a great sports fan and a great New Yorker. I just wanted to thank everyone who watched all my Hunting for Sports shows so far. And to make this last one extra special, I wanted to bring along two of my best friends. Merrick Gilston.
Nice to see you, Hunter.
Nice to see you too. And Aidan Biondi-Copeland.
Hey Hunter, thanks for having me on the show.
No problem. To help us with the roundtable discussion, my sister Chloe, who's normally here on set, is right now in our research room trying to find hot sports topics for us. Take it away, Chloe.
Hi everybody. Since our last show, I've been hitting my secret sources to bring the latest news topics for Hunter and the gang to make this last episode super special. Let's start off with the latest in basketball, the NBA Finals. Guys, how do you think the playoffs and the finals turned out so far?
This year's playoffs have been awesome.
Finish on the reverse, great backdoor cut.
Are you kidding me?
Tomahawk slam by Russell Westbrook.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, can you believe the shot?
It is the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right now, as we sit here today, Dallas is winning the finals 3-2. But I really want Miami to win, so LeBron could finally get a championship and all the critics will just shut up. What do you guys think?
Well, I believe that LeBron betrayed Cleveland when he went to Miami, and I don't want him to win the title because of that. And I want Dallas to win the title so Dirk can get that ring he finally deserves.
I want the Miami Heat to win, not only because I'm moving to Florida, but also because I think LeBron James deserved the MVP. And everyone's angry at LeBron James because the way he moved from Cleveland to Miami, but he didn't do anything wrong. Miami had enough money to get him, so they got him.
There have been some outstanding performances in these playoffs, and if I had to give a playoff MVP, I would give it to Zach Randolph.
Randolph up and under.
Even though he's not in the finals right now, because he took his team, who was an 8 seed, a long way.
Randolph, the dice all over him. Tough shot. That's good. Zach Randolph. Randolph doubles. Randolph puts it up. Puts it in.
He had a bunch of double-doubles, and he outplayed future Hall of Famer Tim Duncan.
I completely disagree with Hunter, and I believe Dirk Nowitzki has been the best overall in the playoffs. He's helped his team during Trailblazers, against the Lakers, and against Oklahoma City, and even against the Heat. And I believe that he'll finally get the ring he's been looking for.
I also think it was Dirk Nowitzki because he put the team on his back. He was great in the clutch, and he led his team to the finals.
The Cavaliers won their NBA draft lottery. Who should they select with their first pick?
I think Cleveland should get Derek Williams, the small forward out of Arizona, because he's an all-around great small forward, and Cleveland needs a small forward to carry the team after LeBron left, because they're really lacking talent in that position.
Well, I agree with Hunter because Derek Williams is a great small forward, and with his shooting ability, his rebounding ability, and his assists per game, I think he can do a lot better than Anthony Parker, who is the current small forward for Cleveland. And I think that Derek Williams can develop into an amazing player at Cleveland.
I agree with both of you guys, because the Cleveland Cavaliers definitely need Derek Williams because they need a small forward and a scorer, which is exactly what Derek Williams is.
Derek Williams over the head, one-handed jam.
Boston Celtics center and living legend Shaquille O'Neal recently announced his retirement from basketball. How will you guys look back on his career?
The moments I will remember most about Shaq are his many nicknames, and also he was a great dancer. Great dancer.
Well, there's been many famous moments with Shaq. There's a lot of funny ones, and well, one thing I want to bring up is this giant shoe that I have. It's a Shaq shoe. My aunt was working once at a shoe company. I think it was Reebok. See Reebok insignia right here. and they were designing a shoe for Shaq, and actually this is one of the real original prototypes. It's size 23 and it's very big. It's nearly bigger than my whole arm. And it's just huge, and I find that very cool. But my favorite moment of all time in Shaq's career was when a reporter in a red jacket asked him, "What are you gonna do to improve your stats over the All-Star break?" And Shaq said, "Buy you a new suit." And the reporter said, "What's the problem with my suit?" And he said,
That's horrible. No, you know what that is? That's horror awful. That's horrible and awful mixed together. Horror awful.
Well, my favorite moment at Shaq is when he broke the backboard 3 times. No one else has broke the backboard that many times.
Coming off the bench as better backboard.
Tornadoes. And he got hit with the shot clock. Give me your best. Let me see your best.
In baseball's American League East, you have the New York Yankees, Boston Red Sox, and Tampa Bay Rays, only separated by a few games. Which one of these teams will win its very competitive division?
This year, the race to win the American League East is very difficult, but I think the Tampa Bay Rays are just a fluke because they have a really weak batting lineup. And I really don't like the Red Sox because I'm a Yankee fan, and I really think and I want the Yankees to win the AL East. Go Yankees!
I think that with a lot of these games left in the season that anyone in the AL East can win because it's so compact and tight. And I also believe that the team who stays healthiest and who performs the best can definitely pull it off and win the AL East.
I think the Red Sox are going to win the AL East. I think this because they swept the Yankees and they have a lot of momentum going their way because of their 7-game winning streak.
Even though the Red Sox have beaten us a few times, well, all the times so far, when it's all said and done, my Yankees will come on top.
Hunter, you're wrong. I'm a Yankees fan too, but the Red Sox are going to win the division.
Come on, guys. There's a lot of baseball left, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see to see who will win the AL East.
Sports Illustrated recently asked 185 MLB players who they thought was the most overrated player in baseball. The top 3 overrated players were all the New York Yankees. Number 3 was Derek Jeter, number 2 was Jabba Chamberlain, and number 1 was Alex Rodriguez. Do you guys agree?
When I heard those ratings, I was disgusted. First of all, Derek Jeter is not overrated. I think he's the second best shortstop in the league right now. He's also going to hit 3,000 hits. He's one of the best Yankees all time. He's a great fielder, and he's a fan favorite. And I actually disagree with A-Rod being overrated because he is one of the most consistent players in the league. He hits about 30 home runs and 100 RBIs every season. The only person I agree with is Jabba being overrated because he hasn't been playing up to his standards.
Well, I really don't know about these rankings that these players gave them for the most overrated because, I mean, well, first of all, it's subjective. Come on, these players are getting paid a lot, so these standards are high. I mean, it's New York. Most of these players are thinking for their standard expectations. For A-Rod, it's, let's say, 30 home runs. And Jeter, it's 300 batting average. And for Jabba, it's a 1.50 ERA as a goal, and they're not performing to that. So I think that that's why the players are thought to be overrated.
I agree with 2 out of 3 of those because I think that Derek Jeter is definitely overrated. He's not in his prime anymore, and he's much less consistent as a batter. And I think A-Rod is overrated because he used to be hitting so many home runs. He's still hitting a lot with 30s, but not as he used to. He's not in his prime anymore, and he's getting paid $30 million a year. But I don't agree with Jabba Chamberlain because I don't think that everybody thinks he's so great. When he was good, people were talking about it, but now he's not playing as well. People aren't talking about him as much.
Great points, everybody, but it's really early in the season, so let's just see how they perform.
Now in football topics, in the 2011 NFL Draft, which team had the best picks and which team had the worst picks?
Well, I think the best draft pick is when Tampa picked Daquan Bowers out of Clemson in the 2nd round. That was a steal. But I think the worst pick was when Minnesota picked Christian Ponder, 12th overall.
Well, I believe that a great pick for the New York Giants was when they picked Prince Amukamara and then 19th overall. He was projected by the experts to go 7th overall. He had 3.2 tackles each game, and he had 5 interceptions over his career. He was a lockdown corner at Nebraska, and quarterbacks feared him. He'll fit perfectly into the Giants' defense, and I think that he can become a star.
I agree with Hunter. I think the best draft pick was Daquan Bowers, defensive end out of Clemson. I think this was a huge steal because he was projected to go 3rd in the by the experts in the NFL draft. But I think people didn't pick him because of his knee. But I think that's baloney. I think his knee will be fine. I think the worst draft pick in the NFL draft was when Minnesota picked Christian Ponder, QB out of Florida State. No one else wanted him, so they could have got him 2nd or 3rd round.
Or 4th round.
And so I think they need other positions.
Hopefully there is a season so we could see these prospects play.
Well, I really hope there will be a season. I think both the NFL owners and the NFL Players Association are being unfair. Everyone loses if they're not football. Everyone. Us, people like us, the fans, and the players, and the owners. And I just want to see the season go out, and I want to see the Super Bowl, and I want to see my Jets, because I'm a Jet fan through and through, do well this season.
And if there is a season, hopefully my man, Plaxico Burress, will be playing.
So that's a wrap for this season. I want to thank my 2 pals, Merrick and Aidan, for coming along in this episode. And I also want to thank the Hunting for Sports fans. So as a special gift, I'm going to send you off with my favorite moments behind the scenes. And always remember, if you're hunting for sports,
You came to the right place. Yeah!
Action.
hi.
Action.
Hi, my name is Hunter Stern, and welcome to the Hunting4Sports show.
Be enthusiastic.
Okay.
Okay?
Kind of hard. I like it. You look sad.
Hey, Chloe, come on. He's sad because you're taking so long. We gotta get out of here.
Now for some fan emails. Oh, look, it's a football question. Ow, that hurt.
Oh, hi. I didn't notice you. Thanks for watching.
Exactly.
Can I have a countdown? Can you count down? Wait, can I have a countdown?
Yeah.
Can I have a countdown? Can I have a countdown? Can I have a countdown? Can I have a countdown?
Action.
Wait, can I have a countdown?
3, 2, 1.
Hola, all my fans. Today is a very special.
No. Don't do that at all.
Can I fiddle with the pen and go la 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 la? The Cavaliers won their NBA draft lottery. Who should they select at the first pick?
And to make this season finale extra special, I want to bring along my gang of thugs.
Bring it there. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, action.
And if I had to give a playoff MVP, I would give it to Juwan Howard. Because even though he's limited to a few minutes, he gets tons of points.
Well, can't do this in the middle.
He betrayed.
Well, Shaq was also a great dancer. I don't know anyone else who could dance like that.
Well, I can dance too.
You're wasting tape, buddy. You're wasting tape.
Go eat it.
Come on, guys, stop. There's a lot of baseball left, and I guess we'll just have to wait.
No, you stop, okay? You don't tell me what to do. This is my show. Recognize it.
Guys, it's not tight. You have to stop. It's not tight.
If you're hunting for sports,
Touchdown.
Picked.
I mean, look at me.
How to do that?
okay.
Teach me how to do it. Teach me.
I can make you a paper. But let's see.
I don't know what the hell that means.
We're gonna be here forever.